So as we come in electromagnetically, and these are all mapped out. So your trigger point here, anybody watching, I encourage you to go to Solar System Scope or JPL. Both of those are available for free. So anywhere that you can map out orbits, I encourage you to look out into October 23rd of 2024. Now that's the electromagnetic coupling that's going to happen in the outer solar system, and our sun is stepping down. Now, please remember, nothing goes to zero, it transits. So if our Earth is in the center of that and it's getting electromagnetically tighter and more activated and stronger every single day as we come through this, we're going to be right in the middle of that. And there's something called a Bloch or Bloch-Wall, German scientist. Two looping toroid magnetic fields have a zero canceling waving in the exact center between these two looping fields on themselves, kind of like Bose headsets. Now, if the Earth were to pass through that, we would have zero magnetic field for however long that were to be, seconds, milliseconds. Our Earth and the crust would absolutely go out of its, nothing would be locked anymore. The inner core and the outer crust would no longer be, because the only reason that they're locked right now is because it's positive, negative, and they lock each other like two magnets smashed together. But if there's no magnetic field, our Earth's crust is definitely going to slip around, which would make sense on how we're ticked off over there on the side. We're not perfectly straight like most planets are. The equator should be exactly moving around directly where the sun's equator is, but we're tilted off, just like Uranus is, Neptune. And the stuff, if you go back to Neptune's atmosphere reversed, Pluto's atmosphere collapsed. There's a lot of anomalies that have happened in the outer solar system, moving back toward the inner solar system. Like a year ago, Mars, the minerals in the crust started to glow with auroras. I mean, you can track all this back. I've done so many videos on this. But here's the thing: after we come out of this magnetic coupling, that's phase one, let's say. But as we come out and swing around after October, it's going to be somewhere around March or April of 2025. When we come swinging around the sun, we're going to be the only thing in front of the sun. Every other planet will be behind us. And not only that, gravitationally, the sun, all the gas giants, everything in the entire solar system is going to be should be this way. The planet will be here, and everything getting pulled in gravitationally to the sun and the full magnetic field, and all those other planets are going to come directly through us first. There will be no protector out there. So if we're talking about cosmic impacts, that's for sure when it's going to happen. March of 2025, whoever's still alive at that point is going to see and witness the things in biblical reference and all of the legends are coming true. You're going to watch things get pulled in that there'll be no protection. And I really am looking forward to it at the same time in a macabre way. You know, I know it is the end of our civilization, but, you know, to be able to witness such a thing as a human and predict it and actually see it come in, that's like, you know, being able to see a plasma discharge on a planetary scale and be able to live in a canyon like Chaco Canyon and see that display above you and then be able to chisel those petroglyphs in the wall there as a survivor. Like to be able to see that and witness that, that'd be like winning 100 lotteries in a row. But this is really what we're up against. So you can see why governments are reacting now and not 2 years prior. And the digital rationing cards are going to be forthcoming because our ability to grow food, because of all these things with the eruption and cooling temperatures in the southern hemisphere, now you're starting to get a more complete puzzle. Well, humanity is going to be much more controlled this point forward because the ability for us to grow food has just been lost. And the realization of when we cannot grow enough food in the southern hemisphere, once that realized, for the traders at least, prices are going to go ape. There will be no more price discovery. As I was talking to somebody in the markets, they're going to go cash. Whoever has the most cash will buy it because price discovery will mean nothing. It will be who has supply and who will pay the most for it. And this is where we're moving to rapidly. Like at the end of December, the realization of they didn't get it in the ground in the southern hemisphere and all the losses we're experiencing here in the northern hemisphere. At that point, they're going to have to start rationing food across the planet. And Rex, I'll ask you, who's going to sit by quietly and just go accept it and go, okay, I'll cut my calorie down to 1,500 to 1,200 calories a day. Yeah, here's my little rationing card. I get 1 pound of butter. Thank you. In America, that's not going to fly. People are going to be super angry.